How's it going, guys? This is Josh the Non-Alcoholic. This is the No Booze Reviews. We got Ceria in the house tonight. I'm stoked about this. These guys were the first to come out with THC beers. I really went for it. We started that in 2018. It was the old brewer for Blue Moon, which is what Coors owned. Went out on his own project, knew that the non-alcoholic boom was happening, so started his non-alcoholic line. The two that I have is the Indiewave, which is this one here, and 99 calories per can. I'm really looking forward to tasting what kind of yeast profiles he has in here, and of course what kind of malt profiles. There's 3 addresses on the can. It's brewed by Sleeping Giant Brewing Company in Denver, Colorado, for Ceria Brewing Company, Arvada, Colorado, which I believe is where he's based, and then it's canned by the Matt Brewing Company, Incorporated in Utica, New York. I love the feel of this can. It's got one of those matte finishes to it, so it's just kind of pleasant to pick up. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I love just smelling it straight out of the can like that because you get what's been trapped in there for, well, who knows how long. In this case, we got a lot of cereal notes and some hops. It's pleasant though. It's very, very comforting. Magic. I purposely wore this shirt because it matched the can. Just kidding, that's not how that went down. Same notes, not too much of a hop presence. Definitely got some of that malt and cereal. I like taking a big swig, something like this. Oh man, that's pleasant. It's almost kind of feminine in a way. Not in that it's perfumey, it's just really comforting and nurturing. Back to that cereal notes of what you smell when you're home brewing or when you walk by a brewery and they're brewing, they're actually cooking the barley and they're boiling the hops and it has that aroma. That's kind of what you get in this. Very desirable. I've got no off flavors from this so far. Little bit of a fruit note, but it's not too imbalanced. It's not tart. It's very well integrated. The bitterness has a little bit of a linger on the back, a bit in the mid, but in a really well integrated way that finishes with the cereal and a body that's like perfectly medium. It's like there's an herb in there. It's kind of like a coriander. Just the slightest bit of like rose petal, like when you munch on a rose petal. Oh man, it just tastes like a really well-made product. The person really knew what they were doing. I really like the body in it because it's not too thin. It's got substance, and then it doesn't happen by accident to make something that's well integrated. But what I mean by well integrated is when the hops have their own notes and they blend right into like the mid palate of hops and then barley, and then there's a body and there's a weight to it that all just like tells a story and goes really seamless. And then it finishes off beautifully with, I mean, these lines here are it's such a great sign. These are like some of the proteins that'll stick to the glass. I'd totally buy this again. Getting these beers do not happen by accident. This was delicious. There's no off flavors in there. It deserves a high score. Out of 10, I just want to put them up there, and it's just real flawless. To save some room, I want to give this guy like a 9. Delicious. This has been Josh the Non-Alcoholic with the No Booze Reviews.